Ooh, baby. Good
hello,
tune.
hello.
Hi, everybody.
We always want to make sure you know you're in the right place. It is an episode of the Trish Brina Show, and you know what you should do?
Turn it up! What episode is this? Are we on 14?
Oh, who knows? It must be season 2 by now.
We're in season 2, episode 1 or 2, one of those.
You can binge watch us on our website, satorimethod.com. Go to the tab called
The show. It's a show, folks.
What a week, everybody.
Holy moly. So for those of you who are new, welcome. We usually chat about things, expanding our awareness, our consciousness, working through the sticking points, energy flow, mindset, all the things that make you feel like, I'm contributing in this world in a massive way, in a beautiful way. So today is no different.
We've got
some downloads for you. What does he mean, downloads?
Well, we do these shows on Thursday nights because Thursday night for us is date night.
Yes,
so we always want to have a date with you, a check-in with you. Thursdays are such a great day of the week. Every day of the week that you're alive is a great day of the week.
Hi, everyone.
And so we spend time with you, and then we commit to going out and spending some time together because life gets so busy, especially this week.
Oh, my gosh. We did an energy experiment. Can I flip us back?
Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
Look at that.
Now we're right side. Yes. So first of all, I see lots of you coming in here. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Devin. Hi, Joe. Hi, Pat. Hi, Anna.
Oh, awesome.
Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. Let's have a date night together. What beverage are you going to crack open? I was going to have a beer tonight. I feel like I've earned a beer. Wow. We're actually going to go out later and get a little drink.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to go to
what are you going to have?
One of our favorite places that quite a few of you have been to with us.
Yeah.
Because they have great internet and we have some work to do during dinner.
We have some work to do. So this week has been what you call an energy expansion challenge. We've been helping people up-level their energy for their body, their mind, awaken more connection to consciousness. It's been an incredible week. And if you've been part of that, we just want to say thank you for all that you brought to the experience. Your participation made this so much fun for us. And we're going to dig into why this was so fun for us and how you helped us to have probably the time of our life this week. We have felt so loved.
Well, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about is, so we said yes to doing this 5-day energy challenge, which turned into 6.
Yeah, today was 6.
And how there's no coincidences. The exact certain people heard about it. The exact perfect people registered for it, showed up for it, and watched the replays, and made for this tribe that is developing. And we found with ourselves and with everyone attending that by saying yes to energy expanding, saying yes to an energy challenge, it was like our energy expanded.
It's true. We were called to be more, to show up more. That's the power of the collective, right? When energy commingles and many people come together like a tribe, you get uplifted. There's an osmosis, if you will, an energy osmosis. And maybe you felt that. I know many people did. There were a lot of healings this week. Things that kind of surprised me a little bit.
Like, physical and mental, emotional?
I shouldn't say they surprised me because we've seen so many magical things happen. But it's still, wow, right? Like, that person's pain in their shoulder went. The person who couldn't speak, their voice was so hoarse for years, and all of a sudden that's dropping off. I read beautiful Bonnie Bush's post recently to another person in the group saying, look, I showed up on a cane, and I started getting my energy right and getting my strength back, and hasta la vista to the cane. And I just love that. We are so powerful as human beings when we tap in to our own personal energetic power.
And the way that the energy manifests itself, like as you get the energy flowing, as you're more in flow, as you're more in alignment with yourself, right, with source, yeah. It is the purest of energy. Like, we got an email that someone, their vision cleared up. So somewhere there was that their vision cleared up, or the ability to stand with a sense of balance. All of these different ways that flow and alignment manifests. But what's really funny is we think it's manifesting this result, but really when you think about it, when there's flow, everything returns to its natural harmony of health and beauty.
It's true. You're resetting.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe just said what happened was when you take the name Tristan Sabrina, Trisprina, and you mix it with everyone else's names, whatever that name is, that's what happened. That would be a long name, Kobe. But you're right. It's a fusion.
It's the sound of the universe.
I think that's why we're together here right now, or even if you're watching this replay. We said earlier today, you're not here by mistake. Things happen for a reason, which is actually something cool that happened in San Diego, and I'd love if you would kick this off about why we've come together, how energies, paths cross, and for a reason. So why don't you...
I'm sure you have experienced things similar to what I'm going to share, but this was just seemingly to my mind so bizarre, and yet maybe spiritually, energetically, karmically, I don't know, Lee. Absolutely perfect. So we live in Austin, Texas, and we were in San Diego at a mastermind that we participate in. And I always get up super early and go to the gym.
Yes, she does, every day.
Because I know that when I expend energy, I have energy. And I love to go and sweat for a minimum of 30 minutes. So I go in the gym. It was at what was the hotel called?
We stayed at the U.S. Grant.
The U.S. Grant, which I highly recommend.
It's really good.
Especially if you can get the group rate. It's really good. And the gym is decent. So I was getting there 6:30, 6:45, and there was only me and one other gentleman. Now, both of us are, I'm listening to webinars and listening to music, and he's listening to something. And it's for like 3 or 4 days. So I see him on day one, and we like, hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And
now you know this gentleman from the mastermind.
Yeah, I don't really. I had met him. I knew his name, but I knew nothing really about him.
Okay.
And I had no idea that he was the flavor that he ended up being.
Oh, you would never know.
Yeah. And then the second day in the gym, he actually he shared with me that his mother-in-law was about to pass. And a lot of the time in the gym, he was apologizing because he was on the phone with his wife, who was in hospice with his mother-in-law, and she hadn't had food or water in 5 days, and that she was passing, and he just was really trying to be present and supportive. And then the third day, that we're the only ones there at that time. Now, Tristan came later. He wasn't being lazy. He did come later.
I was actually preparing for this energy expansion event in the room, meditating my little tush off and doing Qigong.
But I like to go early and then get ready for the day. And a lot of times you like to get ready for the day and then go.
No, you're right. I do prefer to work out a little later.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those of you who went through the challenge in the morning, move the body like she does, like stimulate. Or do your Qigong. You don't have to hit the gym hard. Just move.
So on that third day, he told me that his mother-in-law had passed and that he had been up a lot of the night chanting. And I said, did you chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo? And he's like, I did. I said, oh, okay. I said, do you still do Gongyo? And Gongyo is a practice. It's like you read this little book while you look at a scripture. It's not a scripture. It's not a document. It's just a scroll called the Gohonzon. And I studied Buddhism for a couple of years when I was 19 and 20 years old. Okay.
Back in the day.
And so we started talking. He's like, how do you know about this? And I said, well, my very, very first boyfriend introduced me to Buddhism, and he was going to these chanting meetings, and we committed to going and chanting for at least 30 minutes to an hour every day. We would try to go to 2 meetings because we felt like when you got together with people and chanted, there was that community feel, which those of you going through the energy challenge have felt the power of the community, the power of us all going through it together. And he was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. I'm actually this advanced leader and coach all the young people, been in the Buddhist community, I don't know what they call it, hierarchy, structure for many, many, many years. And he said, what about you? And I said, well, I was really into it for a while. In 1986.
Well, I met you in 89. so however.
Before that, way before
We've been
that.
like 85, 86.
Yeah. I said I went to Madison Square Garden. I auditioned to be in a show at Madison Square Garden with Tina Turner, Patrick Duffy and his wife, who I can't remember her name. Patrick Duffy and his wife were doing a scene from the Broadway musical 1776, and I auditioned. It was just all, there was no money. It was just like, oh, please let me be in the show. And I got a part and flew to New York, and I was in this number. And he's like, are you kidding me? So there were 5 actors and maybe 20 dancers. And he had already said, he was like, I didn't get any time to rehearse my part with Patrick because the dancers took all the time. And I was one of those dancers. We performed in the same number at Madison Square Garden
30 years
many
ago.
years ago. And we had been talking about chanting and holding space and just had this connection with each other. And both of us got a little teary-eyed because we saw like how these souls come together and have these experiences. And then there's this gentleman, Glenn Ledwell, who owns Mind Movies, and I partner with him to help him run The Abundant Entrepreneur. Well, besides Mind Movies, he has another company that helps people learn how to be an affiliate, and this gentleman is his partner. So we both have the same business partner.
Look at that triangle.
Is that crazy?
That is crazy. How does that stuff happen?
And so beautiful to see. Like, what are the chances
what is it?
of that?
It's energetic alignment.
And he lives in Florida. He doesn't live in San Diego. So what are the
like
chances that we
magnets.
would collide like that?
Magnets.
And then instantly have this deep bond. And as he walked out of the gym on that 3rd day, he said, hey, every morning I'm chanting in my room for a half hour. I'd love to have you join me. And I thought, how sweet is that? We're at this business, online, marketing, mastermind. And I'm in the gym with this sweet man saying, come to my room
and the fact that
chant.
you happen to be in the gym at the exact same time. There's all these alignments, right? You guys get this. We're talking to the, what do you call it, preach to the choir, right? You guys get this. You see these alignments showing up, or maybe you're looking for more of these to have happen in your life. But it begs the question, is this coincidence? I don't think so. I think that we come to certain points at certain times for a reason, a specific reason. Just like this week in the Energy Challenge.
And you don't even know how important, every moment is important, but you don't realize the importance of a moment until later. It's things that I've said yes to, even like with Abundant Entrepreneur, taking that role of running that company. We were walking the dogs, and I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, you do it. And that has opened so many doors and caused so much growth for us. And every time we say yes to something that seems like maybe yes, maybe no, the yes yields huge results.
I think you're getting all the heart showers. So, yeah, right? This is so cool. Wow, what an amazing linkage. Goosebumps, definitely. So, that's so cool. Like, that's a beautiful example of what can happen to all of us. I think when we're in alignment, we call to us people who we're supposed to connect with. People who we're supposed to meet, maybe even just for a little while.
Vibrate in a similar frequency.
It's a similar vibration, and we draw that to us. And I love that we're able to co-create in that way in this world by putting out a certain feeling, a certain vibe, that you're going to be in places where you align with people that you love spending time with. Because I know you really started looking forward to talking to him and working out together.
My total, I want to say opinion, because that's what it was, changed. If he wanted to partner with me on something with a business, I feel now knowing his roots, I just feel so open. I feel so open energetically because I love what he loves. He gets there maybe in a different way than I do, but he loves what I love.
That's why what so many are experiencing, either in the Life Force Dojo, in the Satori community, or just being here saying hello for this Trisbrina show, we know that people are really starting to look forward to this time together, is because we're vibrating in the same frequency, right, friends? We love the same things. We love the same conversations. Somebody said earlier today, wow, all the things you're saying, I realize I'm not crazy after all. right? Like some of us
A lot of people are
have
saying
felt
that.
very isolated and very alone because others maybe don't look through the same lens as us.
Are overly sensitive. They were saying, oh, maybe I feel too much. I feel like I feel things more than other people. Something's wrong with me.
So we're not sitting here ever saying, oh, elite, better than. We're just saying more aligned. And it feels good to hang out with people that you enjoy breaking bread with, that you enjoy conversing with, that you enjoy vibrating with. So I was reflecting back. I just think that's such a beautiful lesson. And I saw the correlation between we are here together, crossing paths at this time, like that man, for a reason. I think we're meant to be together. Maybe we've been together in the past.
It was
Who knows?
30 years ago.
Right? I always feel like I've known Sabrina for a very long time, longer than the amount of time I've known you. I feel that there's a resonance that drew this
Absolutely.
together, and
Yep.
there's a reason for this.
We've been in the same lifetime pod for a while.
There's a reason for us
I
playing
think I was
together.
your teacher in many lives.
I'm sure. Well, you were in this life and still tend to be. No, this soul here has helped up level my game so much, and my game was up leveled in this 5-day challenge recently, and I've been reflecting on it because people have been calling and saying things that's making me ponder, what did I do differently this time? What changed that enabled me to serve more? And so I want to share with you some of my takeaways because many teachers and coaches and healers come to this, and many of us just working on our energy and upgrading our lives. I'm a perpetual student of these arts, like all of us. What's going on here that's enabling this connection to happen more purely?
So, just before he shares this, so we've just been overwhelmed in such a beautiful way with phone calls and emails, and they almost all go like this. I don't know how to put it into words, but I feel safe. I feel more beautiful. I feel so grateful. I want to learn more. I don't know why, but you're my new favorite teacher. I feel a part of. It was just so much that we were like, we better go watch those replays. Like, what happened?
I started because you know when you're teaching and you get out of the way and you get used, that's actually been a big intention of mine. Something that is important to me is to get out of the way and to serve this love as much as I can with the knowledge and the skill sets that I have. I'm very much about structure and doing the work to create lesson plans so that people can have a progressive journey of learning, trying my best to speak to many levels because I have brand new people to energy work. When I say I always mean us, just so you know.
I know.
But I do end up doing a lot of the talking, which, by the way, for the people who are like, he talks a lot, I know I don't want to use words, but words are very helpful sometimes.
If you come here, he'll use his wand.
I'm usually like to be very quiet and sit and meditate, but part of service is open your mouth and speak and share and teach.
It's beautiful.
And articulate in a way that's clear.
You don't waste words.
I'm intending to be as clear and clean as possible, and yes, take away the fat, if you will, and anything superfluous. Superfluous? Superfluous, even better. So I sat with my notes and my lesson plans, and I looked back over several years, and I looked for the upgrades, and then I would meditate, and then I would really try to lean in to the people who were signing up. And thank you.
Feel them.
Yeah, thank you for writing to us what you were interested in, where you were looking to grow and expand. Mm-hmm. And so I really tried to get into your energy and feel where you were at and where you were coming from and relate my energy or my journey to yours as much as possible. So I was seeking alignment before the classes ever started. If you're a coach and you work with a client, try to get some information beforehand so you know where they're at and tune in and tap in. I know many of you, that's your approach, and that's why you're successful, I would think. So I was doing that. And then I was going back in my life to the sticking points where I was in pain, when I was struggling, and what that was like, so I could remember and relate and not just talk from up here and about how great everything is now and how energy expands and blah, 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 because that can really shut some people off. They're like, yeah, dude, that sounds great, but I'm in pain right now. So I wanted to be clear enough that I could go where you are and then give you inspiration and hope and tools, real tangible tools, effective tools that work.
That we
Yeah.
use, not used.
So
used.
it wasn't like, oh, a little bit of like some marketing companies, they teach you to teach, never teach how, only teach what. So that they have to buy your how, but you only teach what. If you've studied any marketing, you've heard that. And I'm like, no. How about we actually teach some how and give people some wins and an experience? And yes, as a business owner, of course we want people to join us and be in our dojo and invest in programs for two reasons. One, because we know that our deeper dive trainings can help them more, get more results. And number two, if we're going to grow the business and help more people, then there has to be an influx of the financial stuff, right? So you have to be in the business for the right reasons. So we wanted to give results in advance, and we got that. People felt the give. They felt the generosity.
We got that.
They felt the energy. Yeah. And then there's another piece to this, and this is an important piece for me as a teacher. So for many, many years, I downplayed what I know because I was trying to make sure I'm humble. I was taught by other people, be careful.
Yeah.
You might become arrogant.
Don't show off.
Don't show off. Don't act.
Don't be a know-it-all.
Don't be a know-it-all. Don't come across like you think you're all that.
Who do you think you are?
Right. And so I used a lot of apologies when I spoke in the past. I used disclaimers. I almost discredited my experience.
We used to say, that's just what I think.
That's what I think. You know, you can believe what you believe. And I was like, where's the leadership in that? Right? Like, that's not leading with love. That's not even leading.
That's leading from behind, and you can't lead from behind.
You can't lead from behind. So I made a commitment that I will stay humble, because I don't have a problem with being a student for the rest of my life. She keeps me in check. But I said, why don't you just fully step in, and this is for you guys, why don't you fully step in to teaching and sharing and leading with love, and don't hold back. And let that expression, that extension of energy come through. And that's what I did, friends. I just stepped in and I said this to that which breathes all of us. Use me. Guide me. And when I look back at some of the lessons, I can see the intellectual things that I know and the things that we've studied and the discoveries that we've made. And I did a good job. I made it more clear this year than ever before. But something else happened as well. Something else facilitated and helped. We all have some helpers around here, friends.
We've been calling it the team.
The team.
The non-physical team.
I've got this team and other friends that help us, and I have the love of the community I feel so loved by you guys. We do. I feel so held up, and I know because, I'm going to cry. So I'm so proud of my teachers that have been good teachers. I know, it's going to happen. I'm so proud of the people who live it and walk the talk. I'm so proud of them. I've been so disappointed by others and like, why couldn't you just walk your talk? Okay, you be the one, you be the one, you be the one. I'm actually really proud of this soul. I'm really proud. I'm so proud of you. You're so radiant and beautiful. I'm so proud of the amazing people in our community. I'm so proud of you guys and the way that you're proud back.
Yeah,
it's so incredible. So I just want to say, step in, show up and shine, lead with love, don't hold back, don't apologize, be who you are, and freaking rock it out. Okay? So that's what happened. And the team was here.
Yeah.
The team was here.
And say yes when the coincidences fall in your path. Always, when I say yes to knowing that everything is being divinely orchestrated, I'm always taken care of. I don't ever have to worry, no matter what evidence is showing. If I say yes to what smells like love, looks like love, feels like love, everything blossoms. And what I really love is reading and hearing from people who are having these amazing experiences of physical pain decreasing by 80% or getting their voice back. All of these amazing transformations in just a day. Having hope, having happiness when they felt so depressed, and knowing that as they continue on the path, their capacity for holding the energy is going to get bigger. And what right now feels like a whole lot will be a little bit in a month or two, because that's just the way it happens. The more you allow, like the more I see with you, when he prepares to do these energy challenges and these energy events, it's like, okay, like that mommy pup that has the litter. It's like, okay, I gotta make enough milk for all those little puppies.
Hold space.
It happens. Like, how does that happen? How does that one little King Charles Cavalier that weighs 15 pounds make enough milk for 8 puppies?
Of course, it would be a puppy analogy.
Right? How does one sensei make enough milk for 400 people or 7,000 people? Because when we say yes to love, there's always enough, and that just brings me to my knees, because I so experienced that when I can push away the fear and the stress and the concern and the logic and the evidence.
Yeah.
And live in the yes of love, the yes of beauty. Life is good. And you don't just do it once, so don't say, I tried that. You got to try it this moment and the next moment and the next moment. It's like, it's a continuous, it's like a yes that never ends. It's waking up in the middle of the night concerned about something and finding that yes.
So sweet, friends, we all have so much power inside us, and it feels good to give back to others and help others. We have a mantra for our lives and our business. It's be love, serve love, make a difference. So be love is really take care of you. Love yourself. Believe in yourself. Clear the blockages. Unlock the beauty that you are. And then take that energy, unleash that energy through service. Serve your family.
If you don't do the first one, you don't have it to do the second one.
Yeah. Serve your children beautifully. Serve your clients, your mom, your dad, whoever. Like, really show up and serve this love. And then you truly will make a beautiful difference without even trying. But it's okay to level up your game. We've been really wanting to up level, right? There's comfort zones that we all get.
This week we did.
We did.
Just all of a sudden, it was yesterday. Wow. It's only been a day. Yesterday morning we said, you know what? We should make a version of our online dojo outside of Facebook so that people who aren't on Facebook can participate too, and so that those that are have that second option. And we reached out and hired the people we needed, and we've just been working nonstop to have a way that people can take classes with us 3 times a week, whether they're on Facebook or not, and have 90 days of classes at their fingertips anytime. And it's probably going to be ready within 48 hours. That's a huge, like, why didn't we do that before? Like, I'm like, it's been 3 years.
We almost pulled that off.
Why didn't we do that before? But now is the time for us to say yes, and that's going to allow so many more people to have access. So.
Yeah, that's going to be a game changer right there. The fact that, and I can't believe that it's almost complete.
It's been a day and a half.
That's the power of saying yes. No, we have
seriously, it's impossible. It's impossible that it happened so fast.
Nothing's impossible.
Well, that's what I mean, to the logic.
We have a brand new online, gorgeous academy because
I can't wait for you guys
people have called it forth. We are all that powerful. So get clear on what you want.
It was one final email, I think, from a gentleman, and he just said, I just want to say, I so wish that I could join your dojo annual. It's what I really need in my life. I'm where I live, and with my internet connection and certain things, I can't do it through Facebook. Is there any way you could consider having it online as well? And that was just like the poof, and it was 7 a.m.
I'm like,
and I turned and I said, wait, let's do this. And he was like, Okay, it's
Well,
time.
because we said let's step up,
Yeah.
let's up level, and let's serve more people. So, hey, thank you for all the incredible comments coming through. You guys light us up so much. We are
Hi,
one.
Andrew. Yeah.
I know that sounds cliche, but I was driving home from the gym and I was thinking about my love for Sabrina and how grateful I am to get to come home and do the Trisbrina show with all of you and with Sabrina. And I just realized you're my everything. You're my reason. I'll do anything and everything for you. And then I realized she's an extension of me. Yes, soulmate, but everything that's in our lives, we've created in one way or another. We've drawn it in, we've cultivated it, and I use you as my muse to unlock more joy and love, and I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you, and you own me, and I own you. We are one. That's the sweetness. Somebody said we should do a relationship seminar at some point, so
Okay.
we're putting it out there. If you want to join us in the dojo, I do have to give you the URL just in case you're like, what is this? Satori is Satori. So you spell Satori method.com and you put that / and you write the word dojo, DOJO.
And
it's
we'll
open.
put it above or below this video.
It's open for a few more days only because we're about to kick off our next cycle with all of our new students. Somebody once said, oh, FOMO. You guys know what FOMO is? Fear of missing out. Like, oh, why do I have that fear of missing out? I'm like, no, this isn't fear of missing out. This is fantastic offer, massive opportunity. Fantastic offer. You go look at the offer. Massive opportunity, right? That's FOMO. All right, gang. Much love. Thank you for being here.
So much.
It's date night. Have an amazing night. We can't wait to see you in the dojo. We will see you here. We're going to do Trisbrina show next
all
week.
Of your comments.
Yep, more comments.
At dinner. As we get the replay for day 6 for the energy event ready to go.
Have an amazing night. Morning, day. Gosh only knows where you are. All over the world.
Love you so much.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.